Hi everyone, Myles here from Matchmaker Group. Welcome to another video and welcome to Simon Dalgleish.
Thanks for having us, Myles.
Simon is the head of our broker panel. I've asked him here today because we've had a lot of inquiries about display home purchase.
What we've traditionally seen is a number of people who've wanted to get into a display home because of some of the advantages. However, they felt that it's a little bit out of reach for them. Normally they'd need to come up with about 30 to 45% of the property value just to meet the lending criteria of the banks, because they tend to look at it more from a commercial perspective than a traditional residential lending.
So what we're going to talk about today is a game-changing product that Simon and his team have access to that means you can potentially borrow up to 90% of the value of a display home purchase. So rather than Simon talking about a hypothetical, we're going to make it case specific. So we have available a display home at the moment through one of our core builder partners. It's a $470,000 purchase price. It's a 3-bedroom, double garage, 2 living area property that they're offering on a 7% return on a 2-year lease back.
All right, so just going on from what Myles has indicated about a current opportunity on one of the display homes that he's got for $470,000, and also explaining what would normally happen with traditional display home financing, is that you'd only be able to borrow 60 to 70% of the property value. So I've used an example of 65%, which is $305,000. But obviously you've got purchase costs. They're things like stamp duty, registration, transfer fees, balance accounts rates, conveyances, solicitors fees, things like that. So that makes up another $23,500. So to purchase a property worth $470,000, you're looking at around about $493,000. With borrowing $305,000, you've got a shortfall of about $188,500. With the topic that we've been talking about with a finance opportunity and borrowing up to 90%, you're borrowing $423,000. Again, the funds that you actually require are still going to be the same at $493,500. However, because you're borrowing more, you're actually going to be requiring less contribution, which means that you're going to come up with about $120,000 less in borrowing more.
That was great. Thanks for running through those numbers, Simon, on the difference between a traditional finance product and what you and your team are able to offer on a display home purchase. So if we bring this back to the opportunity we mentioned before, that one of the builders through our network partner have a display home available, and it's a $470,000 purchase price at a 7% return on a 2-year lease back. So what that's going to be is rent of $33,000 a year, which breaks down to $2,750 a month. So Simon, what does that look like on the loan?
Well, we previously spoke about that we're going to be borrowing about $423,000, and based on a principal and interest rate of about 3%, you're looking at loan repayments of $1,980 a month. We're using a principal and interest because everyone's circumstances are different, and some people want to actually move into the property as opposed to keeping it as an investment.
Or the other strategy is that you keep it as a long-term hold, but you're keeping the equity growing in the property so you can leverage from this into your next investment purchase. $1,980 a month on the loan, then we're looking at $2,750 a month you're getting from the builder. So that puts you cash flow positive of $770 a month. There are going to be some costs associated, council rates, insurances that you would have with any investment property. To be $770 cash flow positive a month makes this a great opportunity. To find out about this or any other display home opportunities that are available, click the link below, contact us, reach out to one of our team, and we can have a chat with you, go through a full feasibility study on how this opportunity or another opportunity can work for you. Thanks for joining us today, Simon, in the video.
Thanks, Myles. Thanks for having us. It's been fun.
And thank you for watching. We look forward to catching you next time in the Matchmaker Group.